Podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi all, welcome to the webinar. Ron here. We're at AbleTrend, and we'll go over the charts and take a look at the signals. But intraday today was a really choppy day. It was just one of those days where there was no trends. It was very erratic. It was just up and down. It was just impossible for anybody to do well today. But fortunately, we haven't had many days like that in quite a while. It's been so good, but every once in a while, every occasion, you're going to get a day like today, and of course, nobody can do anything about that. But let's take a look at the daily, weekly charts, because just as many people use AbleTrend for the longer-term trading, stocks and futures and ETFs, Forex. It's all the same with AbleTrend. It doesn't matter. It's the same algorithms for everything, same accuracy. So we've got OKTA, nice stock chart here. You can see we got a daily and weekly combination. We're just looking for triple confirmation, and it's the same thing I'm looking on this chart as if I'm looking for the exact same thing on an E-mini chart or on a Forex chart or anything else or any time frame, whether I'm day trading or longer term trading. It doesn't matter. Swing trading. We just got to have that triple confirmation. Blue bar, blue dot, blue X. The X's are the weeklies. The dots are the dailies in this case. Of course, we just want more confirmation as possible. We want to stack the odds as much as we can in our favor. The whole key is just having no red dots or red X's above. That's important because that's a no trade zone if it is. Now, this one, we have a lot of clients use AbleTrend for option trading on this daily, weekly chart. That would have worked out real nice because you'd be in here at about 65. Stop out here. Now, our stop outs are at the previous lower blue dots, not the blue dot below the price, the next lower row of dots down. It's like two steps down. And then you got just a whole bunch of sweet spots here. Any one of these bars, you get right back in again if you get stopped out. You've got a blue bar, blue dot, and a blue X. Daily and weekly agrees. That's been a really good one here because we were in at 85. There's the stop out. See the previous lower blue dots? And the prices were up here. There's the dot below it. That's not where we put the stop. We put it there at 123. Now we got in at 85, so that was a 42-point winner right there. Of course, if you have a call option on that one, oof, that's a lot of money. You can get right back in again here. Sweet spots again. Blue bar, you've got the blue dots underneath, so that's a nice protective support point because the blue dots block the prices from going lower. The red dots block or stop the prices from going higher, like you can see right there. And that is about as accurate as you can get right there. We can go right to the dots, within a few cents, and really did stop. Now, this is a no trade zone because we got the red dots above and we got the blue X's, which is support underneath it. So it's like, wait a minute, what do I do? That means the two time frames are opposite. Red means down, blue means up. So it's very, very simple. When you have red and blue together, you just stay away. Don't do anything. It's probably going to be choppy or sideways, and that's exactly what it's been. However, we can definitely go short or buy puts here. Red X, red dot, red bar, no more blue below. In fact, we're even below this point. That's important. I always feel I like to see it go under the blue X's, regardless of what you're trading or what time frame. So we would short it or buy puts here at 121.82, and we've got ourselves a 15-point winner in 4 days. They made like 42 points here on the last trade. Actually, it was more than that, but it was like 42 points. And now we're winning 15 points right now, just in 4 days, 5 days. Good stuff right here. Doing a little bit, a little bit more, like say, swing trading or position trading using AbleTrend. And it's the same colors and dots, same rules, same everything. Keep it simple. Michael H. Missing the signals, or the all clear to take the trade? Any recommendations? No, it's really, you just have to be there, Michael, to take the trades. So not much more you can do about that, but it was a difficult day today. Obviously, very good day yesterday. Fantastic day. The first 3 days were extremely profitable. So I hope you got in on those. Today was a give back day. Nothing's perfect, and then today was choppy market, no trends, just difficult day for anybody, any indicator, no matter who you are, any trader. That's just we haven't had one of those in a while, so I guess maybe we would do, but not fun. Don says, what TS indicator do you recommend for daily, weekly? TS always on every lower time frame, Don. So if you're using daily, weekly, TS goes on the daily. If you're using weekly, monthly, TS goes on the weekly. TS always goes on the lower time frame. If you're doing intraday charts, AbleTrend TS goes on all the intraday charts. So that's easy to remember. But when you're doing daily, weekly, like this is, and your question is, what do you put? You put the AbleTrend 3 on the weekly. Because there's 5 trading days in a week. We need to use a little higher time frame. So we use AbleTrend 3 on the weekly chart. That's a faster indicator. So it's AbleTrend TS on the daily, AbleTrend 3 on the weekly. That works real well. Same thing for swing trading. Like I like the 120-minute daily chart. That's a good one for swing. All intraday charts is always AbleTrend TS only. Good question. And then, of course, here's your NASDAQ chart, which was just Chop City today. However, one way you can avoid a little bit of it is see these really long bars? That's like a 30-point bar right there. Don't even think about getting in on the long bars, as I've said before, because usually when you get a long bar, the market goes the opposite way right after. You can see we got up to 79.75, and 1 minute later it dropped 25 points. So look for a smaller bar to get in. You just don't want to get in on these, 15, 20, 30-point bars. It's a mess. You can't do it. Yeah, another really long bar. Now that's a no trade zone in here, but another really long bar, and pull right back the other way. There's where you want to get in right there. On any one of these smaller bars, which was a losing trade. We lost a little bit on that trade. It was a minus, but that's where you want to get in because we'd be out over there. Lost about 5 points on that trade, but that's where you want to get in. You want to get in on the shorter bars. Just trying to avoid those really long, those like unusually long bars. Now, 10-point bar, that's fine. Now, 15 points, it's kind of stretching it. Anything more than that, be patient. Be patient. There's a really long bar, but the next bar would have been fine to get in on. It was like 10 points, the second one, perfectly fine. And that we'd have been, we'd have been stopped out on that one too. Right in there. There's where we'd have been stopped out. I wish we could say we took the 2 green bars, but you can't because there wasn't enough profit in that. So that was not a 2 green bar stop. So you lost a little bit on that trade there too. Moving forward, that's a perfectly valid triple confirmation sell signal right there. You've got a 5-point minimum, always a 5-point minimum stop loss, and that would have been hit. Would have been stopped out on that one. Yeah, long bars are risky, right, Michael? You feel like you missed the trade already. It doesn't matter how you feel or I feel. You just have to be a robot and stick to and go by the trade rules very, very strictly. Whatever the rule says, you do it. And I know it's hard because there's emotions involved, but the more you can do that, by far the better you'll do. Evidenced by the last 3 days where you'd be up a ton of money, literally, over $1,000 in the last couple of days. You just had to take the trades. No thinking. There's no thinking with AbleTrend. Because when you think, I think, anybody thinks, that's when we all lose. That's when we get in trouble. The more you can be like a robot, the better, by far, the more money you'll win. Triple confirmation trade right there. We're going to get stopped out on that one also. Stop goes on the bottom of the blue bar. I'll lose about 6 points on that trade right there. No trade zone here, which was good, kept us out of trouble. No trade zone there. That's another good one that we skipped. See, it's just as important knowing when not to trade as it is knowing when to trade. And when you have these no trade zones, simply meaning red and blue at the same time, stay away, no trade. That's a trade right there. Of course, a no trade zone. Finally, we had a little bit of a winner here, about 7 or 8 points. That one worked out okay. A beautiful no trade zone there, what kept us out of that choppy mess when anybody who doesn't have AbleTrend was trading then and anybody would have got chopped up, just like we would have too. That's a no trade zone. So the no trade zones really helped us lose less than what probably anybody else did today, because it just is a choppy mess. Nothing you can do about that. Again, it's just as important knowing when not to trade. Valid trade right here. Now, this was during the dead zone, but still, let's assume we were trading then. I always take the worst case scenario. I don't tell it like it is. And that would have been, that would have been a stop out too, because that would have been on the bottom of the blue bar and would have been stopped out there. Finally, we had something good toward the end of the day. It was about time. Well, here's another valid trade. It's just a bunch of losses today. There's just nothing you can do about that. It's a very rare day. I don't think I've seen a day like this in, many, many months, probably since the beginning of the year. We've had so many winning days. I mean, we've had just a pile of winning days, day after day, for a couple of months now, but it wasn't a fun day today because it was terrible. Got to tell it like it is. We're about serious trading here. That's a valid triple confirmation trade where we'd have been out. Again, top of the blue bar, top of the red bar, but this is a sweet spot because it hit the red dot. Now, and if you're looking at this live, you'd get in over here, up, stopped out, but that's a sweet spot. It hit the red dot. If a red bar comes in, I'm looking for a red bar because it's already bounced off of resistance. There's where we're going to get long, and the tick chart agreed. Right here, that was at 15:30 Eastern. Oh no, that was about, no, I'm sorry, 15:40 Eastern. Right there, 15:39, right there, tick chart was short. And that was the best trade of the day because that was a 15-point winner right into the clock, right into the 4 o'clock close. Well, finally, we got back $300 on the last trade of the day on the sweet spot with tick chart agreement. But however, boy, you had to endure a bunch of smaller losses. I mean, they were losses, and that's the way it goes. Jason says, I traded strictly by the rules all week. I made 126 points the first 3 days, and I lost 12 today. Great job, Jason. Very well done. Love to hear that. That's as good as it gets. You did fantastic. And again, this last trade of the day, got us back a bunch of money. Otherwise, it would not have been good. But you just have to be like a robot, like Jason did, and you just take all the trades. You go strictly by the rules, just as he said. Thank you for saying that, Jason. Tick chart is 233,500, Michael H. 230. We could see it right here. 233,500. That's okay. And we'll just, see what happens. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I guess we were kind of overdue for a day like today, but you caught that last trade. That did help out a lot. But it was a losing day. Got to tell it like it is. That's for sure. I don't always tell it like it is. Winners or losers. We're serious about what we do here, and it's certainly going to be some losing days. Nothing's perfect, and that was one of those days today. Again, 3 really good days. I'm going to give back a little bit today, but that's part of the trading business. We expect that, and it'd be pretty unrealistic not to expect that. But hang in there. See what happens tomorrow. Exactly. We'll try again tomorrow. Yes, sir. You've got the right attitude, Michael H. Thank you for being here. I hope I was helpful. And feel free to call, email anytime. I'm always at my desk. Anything I can do, I'll gladly help.